In this video, we're going to talk about our CueServer 3 line of lighting control processors. We have 6 different models to choose from. The CueServer 3 Pro, 2 different CueServer 3 Flex units, and 3 CueServer 3 Core units. All these CueServers have the same basic functionality. You can record cues and presets, add zones, do room combine, and it's great at doing streaming, record, and playback. Patch fixtures, create stage layouts, build content, and add effects. You can put button stations on the wall or add touchscreens and mobile apps. There's a whole automation section that you can use to tie all this together, along with triggers, timers, macros, groups, and things like that. There's even a scripting language if you want to customize things further. Use as much or as little of these great functions inside CueServer in order to customize your project in any way that you need. These processors are great for providing lighting control and automation for themed entertainment, cruise ships, museums, house of worship, restaurants, monuments, and so much more. Let's talk about the CueServer 3 Pro first. It's housed in a 19-inch rack mount enclosure with an LCD touchscreen and user-defined function buttons on the front. The LCD touchscreen is used for setting basic configuration parameters. It can also monitor the show that's playing back, launch cues, trigger macros, and things like that. The user-defined function buttons can be set to do anything that CueServer is capable of, like launching a cue, turning on and off work lights, enabling a timer, you name it. Each button has RGB backlighting, and you have full control over their appearance. They normally come labeled 1 through 8, but we can supply you with blank keycaps that allow you to put your own legends in. Let's take a look at the back of the unit. We have a DC input that will accept 12 to 24 volts. There's an SD card slot for show storage and 2 Ethernet ports. You can configure these ports to work as either a single LAN or split them into separate LANs, one for programming and management, and the other LAN will have your streaming ACN and ArtNet type lighting protocols. There's also audio input and output jacks. The audio input jack can be used to synchronize SMPTE timecode, and the audio output can be used for playing sound effects or music. Just load your favorite WAV and MP3 files and you're good to go. The rest of the back has an array of smart module slots. Smart module is a system we developed to allow you to choose what type of I/O the unit has. So depending on what kind of project you're doing, you might need to put different modules in here. The modules look like this, and they just plug right into these slots. Today we have 14 different modules for things like DMX, relays, contact closures, and things like that. I'll show you an example. On the back of this unit, we have it fully loaded with 4 DMX modules, station bus module, there's an RS-485 port here, some relays, and digital I/O. Basically, every project is different, and you might not need any of these, or you might fill up all the slots with whatever goodies you need to get your project done. Next, let's move on to the CueServer 3 Flex. The Flex unit is basically the same hardware as the Pro, but we have folded it into a smaller enclosure. This size is great for either sitting on a desktop, or you can attach these brackets on the side for panel mounting, or they're clips that go on the back that can be mounted onto DIN rail, which is great for DIN enclosures, a very popular way to mount these. These units have the same LCD display that the Pro has, except that the Flex doesn't have the physical function buttons. You can access virtual buttons through a menu on the screen. These can be customized just like on the Pro, and then you trigger those actions right on the display. The Flex has the ability to be powered over Ethernet. That's a really good feature for when you're DIN rail mounting these things, because in a lot of cases, you don't want to bring your mains voltage inside the DIN enclosure. Power over Ethernet solves that problem. Each of the Flex units come with 4 smart module slots on the back, so that you can customize with DMX, contact closures, serial, and things like that. On the front, you have 2 Ethernet ports, which can, again, be single LAN or split into dual LANs. There's a memory card slot, audio input and output, and then we also have a DC jack here. In case you're not planning on using PoE, you can power this unit with between 12 and 24 volts. If you need more power than Flex offers, we have a Flex Plus unit. This unit has the same 4 smart module slots on the back, but it also adds 4 terminal block ports on the front. Each of these can be configured to do DMX input or output, RS-485, or station bus protocol. You get to choose. Now let's move on to our CueServer 3 core units. We have 3 different versions, and what differentiates them is how much I/O each one has. First, let's take a look at the back of one of these. Each one has DC power input, an SD card slot, and a single Ethernet port. So on these units, you have one LAN port, so both your management and streaming ACN type protocols go over this single port. What makes these units different from one another is what's on the front side of them. Now this unit is the basic CueServer 3 core. This unit doesn't have any additional I/O on it. Ethernet and power are the only things that go into it. You can think about this unit as being a brain only. It can do all of the automation functions that each CueServer can do, but this unit does these functions over Ethernet alone. Next, we have the CueServer Core D unit. The D stands for DMX. This unit has 2 RJ45 ports on the front. Each one of these DMX ports can do input or output, can be configured for station bus or RS-485 protocols. And last, we have a CueServer Core DX unit. This unit does the DMX as well, and then it adds a pluggable terminal block that offers 2 contact closure inputs, 2 digital outputs, and RS-232 serial. There are also 2 function buttons with RGB indicators that can operate just like the buttons on the Pro and on the Flex units. And this unit has audio input and output as well. The core units come with a couple interesting mounting options. We have horizontal mounting brackets for either panel mounting or for DIN rail mounting. And we have vertical mounting brackets which can be used for upright mounting or vertical DIN rail mounting. So that's an overview of all 6 of the CueServer 3 models. Their biggest differences are overall form factor, what kind of UI is on the front of them, and what type of I/O is on the back. The Pro is great for rack mount installations and has the most amount of smart module slots. Flex is smaller and is designed to be flexible with power over Ethernet and both wall and DIN mounting options. Core is great for limited space, tighter budgets, or projects that don't need a lot of I/O built in. If you need to add extra DMX ports or I/O to any of these processors, check out our SmartNode product. It's a network device that uses our growing collection of smart modules to add more ports to your installation. If you have any questions, please visit our website or contact our sales or support departments. We're happy to talk with you about your specific project and which CueServer processors will be best suited for your needs. Thanks for watching.